Hey, welcome aboard. Grab a coffee, have a seat. It's just you and me today, just real talk like we've known each other for years. And let me ask you something that's been on my mind as the weather gets warmer and summer is on the way. What if this summer, the one packed with the beach trips and the backyard parties and weddings and 4th of July fireworks and all those have just one more moments? What if it could actually become the strongest season your recovery has ever seen? Not just survive it without relapsing, but walk out of September feeling more grounded, more free, and more alive than you have in years. Well, sit with me for a minute. My name's Glenn. I'm a recovered alcoholic, and I drank for 40 plus years, and by the grace of God, I've been sober now for over 5,000 days. Welcome to the channel, Aware and Convinced. Now, if you're ready to leave the old life behind and start building a new one, a sober one, then stick around. Stick with me, because we're going to walk through every single trigger, every fear, every sneaky temptation that summer throws at us. I'm not holding anything back. We'll talk about the beach, the parties, the family pressures, the loneliness that hits even on the sunniest of days. All of it. But I'm saving the one thing that ties everything together for the very end. Because when it lands, I want it to hit you hard and change how you see the next 3 months, all right? Let's get into it. Summer hits differently when you're in recovery. For normal folks, it's a golden hour, photos and endless fun. For us, it can feel like the whole world is throwing a nonstop party, and guess what? You're the only one not invited. Or worse, you're invited, but everything on that table wants to pull you back into the life that you fought so hard to leave behind. I remember my sober summer like it was yesterday, the first one. I thought I had it handled. 6 months clean, hitting meetings, working the steps, and then Memorial Day weekend rolled around, and suddenly, every text, every group chat, every backyard smelled like charcoal, sunscreen, and cold beer. My brain lit up like a Christmas tree with all the old memories that rush in. That escape, that just blend-in feeling, it was loud. The truth is, summer doesn't take a break from being summer just because we're trying to stay clean. The days are longer, the social calendar explodes, and the heat makes you restless. And everywhere you look, someone is living their best life with a drink in their hand. Well, if you're anything like me, that voice in your head starts whispering, "You've been good for a while. Why, one won't hurt. It's just summer." Well, I've watched too many solid people I care about lose months of progress between June and August. One slip at a graduation party turns into a weekend thing, then a whole season of shame and starting over. It doesn't have to be that story for you. Let's start with practical stuff that actually works. You can't white knuckle this season. You have to plan like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Sit down this week with a notebook or your phone and list every single event that you already know is coming. Family reunion, best friend's wedding, company picnic, beach vacation, whatever. For each one, write your game plan. How are you getting there? How are you leaving? Who's your sober support person that you can call if the urge gets loud? And what's your exit line if somebody keeps pushing drinks on you? That's a good one. Let's talk about the beach specifically, because it's one of the biggest triggers for so many of us. There's something about the sound of waves, the smell of salt air, the warm sand, and the sight of everyone relaxing with a cold drink that lights up every old reward center in your brain. I used to chase that feeling with anything I could get my hands on. Now I chase it clean and sober, and it's actually better. Pack like a pro. Bring your own cooler with water, fancy flavored seltzers, fresh fruit, good sandwiches, and whatever snacks make you feel good. Throw in a great book, headphones with a recovery podcast, or a journal. Go early in the morning when it's calmer, or late in the afternoon when families start packing up. Bring a sober friend if you can, or even just tell one person in your recovery network where you'll be so they can check in once in a while. Turn the beach into recovery medicine instead of a minefield. Float in the water and let it remind you how how far you've come. Watch the sunset and actually feel the colors instead of seeing them through a gray haze. Those moments stack up, and start rewiring what fun means to you. Parties are another beast. The music is bumping, people are laughing louder than usual, the vibe is loose and you feel rigid, like you're the only one not in on the secret. Remember that feeling? But that feeling is normal, especially in the first couple of years. Your brain is literally rewiring itself, and it takes time to enjoy things without the chemical boost. Don't beat yourself up for feeling awkward. Instead, bring value to the party. Offer to man the grill. Organize. Bring a killer non-alcoholic punch or mocktails that actually taste good. People notice and appreciate it. You become the guy or the girl who makes the night better, not the one nursing a soda in the corner looking miserable. I started hosting my own sober events after a while. No booze, just good vibes. Backyard movie nights with a big screen and popcorn. Sunset walks followed by a pizza and board games. Bonfires with s'mores, love them, and deep conversations. You'd be shocked how many people show up and how many secretly wish that they could do the same. You're not just surviving summer, you're building a new normal that other people want to join in. Celebrations and holidays are where it gets emotional. Weddings especially, open bars, champagne toasts, dancing, old friends. They remember the old you, the pressure to join in. It can feel crushing sometimes. Practice your responses out loud before you go in. Hey, I'm good, thanks. Got an early start tomorrow. Gotta go. I'm driving tonight. Appreciate it, but I'm not drinking these days. I'm on a diet. Hey, you don't owe anyone your whole recovery story unless you want to share it. Most people are respectful. The ones who push hard, usually fighting their own battles. You can love them and still protect your recovery. Have your support system locked and loaded. Sponsor on speed dial. Recovery friend ready for a call. Meeting schedule saved on your phone. And I can't tell you how many times a quick text saved the night. Connection is your lifeline. One of the hardest parts of summer recovery is the loneliness that can sneak up even when you're surrounded by friends. Longer days, everyone's posting their fun, and if your family's chaotic or your old crew is still using, it can make the sunshine feel empty. And I've been there too. Sat on a beautiful beach feeling completely alone in my head. And that's when you lean harder into community. Summer meetings often move outside, park benches, beach chairs. Look for recovery hiking groups, softball leagues, yoga in the park. Service commitments always help. Helping other people, even just making coffee at a meeting, pulls you out of your own head faster than anything else. Take care of your body like it's brand new, because in a lot of ways it is. Heat, dehydration, irregular sleep, junk food, all of it lowers your defenses. Drink a lot of water. Drink it like it's your full-time job. Eat real food, protein, veggies, things that stabilize your blood sugar and your mood. Move every single day. Swim, walk, lift weights, run, whatever feels good. Those natural endorphins are the high that you were always chasing anyway. Sleep? A tired brain is a dangerous brain. When I started treating my body with a little respect, the mental cravings got quieter. Now let's get real about the mental game. That voice that romanticizes the past, yeah, you have to call it out every single time. Remember how the night ended? The regret? Texts that you don't remember sending? The calls that you don't remember making? The blackout fear the next morning? Hey, play the tape all the way through every single time. Write it down if you have to. Keep a running list of consequences in your phone. And when the glamour voice starts talking, open it up and take a look. Journaling became my secret weapon. Every night before bed, I'd write 3 things. 1 win from the day, 1 trigger that I handled well, and 1 thing I'm grateful for. Some nights the win was tiny. I left the party at 10 p.m. instead of staying till 2 a.m. Yeah, that's still a win. Those small wins compound and they build real confidence. Family and old friends can be tough. They might say things like, "You've been doing great. 1 beer won't kill you." Or, "Don't be so uptight this summer." Have the boundary conversation early. If they care, they'll adjust. If they don't, you protect your recovery first. You can still love people from a healthy distance. Keep working your program full speed. Summer isn't a vacation from the steps. Revisit step 1 when powerlessness feels far away. Keep chipping away at your inventory. Make amends if old situations come up. And service work, helping newcomers, speaking at meetings, whatever reminds you why you're here. Sponsorship saved me from more times than I can count. My sponsor made me check in before and after every big event. And that accountability is pure gold. Travel brings its own challenges. Road trips, flights, hotel rooms. Research meetings along your route. Apps like the Meeting Guide are lifesavers, and there's one for AA and NA. Have a plan for downtime so boredom doesn't creep in. Sober-friendly destinations do exist. Look them up. Some resorts even have recovery-friendly packages. Now, dating in the summer, that's tricky territory. New romance feels exciting and it can distract from cravings, but don't let it become your new higher power. Keep focusing on you. Healthy relationships grow slowly and honestly. If someone can't respect your recovery, they're not for you right now. If you have kids, this is your chance to show them something powerful. Family beach days without hangovers. Game nights that don't end in arguments. Teaching them that real fun doesn't need substances. That modeling might be the greatest gift that you ever give them. Money is another thing that people don't talk about enough. Substances were expensive. Take what you would have spent and put it towards sober adventures, a nice day trip, new gear for a hobby, whatever lights you up. Financial wins feel really good in recovery. Now let's talk about slip-ups, because pretending they can't happen sets people up for shame spirals. Look, if you mess up and the pressure's real, it might happen. Stop immediately. Don't let one night become the entire summer. Call your sponsor or someone you trust right away. Get to a meeting. Dust yourself off and get back up again. Shame wants you to give up. Grace says learn the lesson and keep moving forward. Progress over perfection. Every time, every single day. And there's also the emotional stuff underneath. For many of us, using was how we handle stress, how we handle boredom and anxiety and trauma. Summer can stir all that up. Have tools ready. Breathing exercises, prayer or meditation, therapy if you have access to it, honest talks with trusted people. Feeling the feelings without numbing them is hard, but it's where real healing lives. I could keep going for hours on all the little tactics that helped me and so many others. Replacing old rituals with new ones. Morning coffee on the porch instead of, that other place. Finding music that moves you without the party scene. Building a life so full of real connection that the fake stuff loses its appeal. Learning to celebrate without substances so that joy feels authentic again. It all adds up. But here's where we circle back to the question I asked at the very beginning. Remember? What if this summer could actually make your recovery stronger instead of testing it? What if it became the season that you look back on as the turning point? Well, here's the answer, my friend. The one thing that changed everything for me and can change it for you too, if you let it sink in. This summer, stop treating recovery like something you're enduring and start falling in love with your sober life. Not just surviving it, loving it. When you shift from, I can't drink, to, I finally get to feel everything fully. The parties lose their pull. The beach becomes pure peace instead of temptation, and the celebrations feel richer because you're actually present, remembering every laugh, every conversation, every sunset without a single regret the next day. You start becoming living proof that real joy, real connection, real freedom doesn't come from a bottle, a pill, or a cap. It comes from showing up completely. The laughs hit deeper, the friendships mean more, the quiet moments with your own thoughts, they stop being scary and start being sacred. You become someone that people look at and think, wow, if if they can do it and look this peaceful, maybe there's hope for me too. That shift doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you plan the practical stuff that we talked about. Lean into community, take care of your body and mind, and choose presence over escape, day after day, moment by moment. By the end of the summer, you won't just be sober. You'll be someone who's actually loving being sober. And that, my friend, is unbreakable. 2 truths from an old book that have carried me through more summers than I can count. First, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to everyone. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. That's your escape hatch. It's always there if you look for it and reach out for help. Second, submit yourself to God. Resist the pull to go back to the old ways, and that pull will run away from you. Simple surrender and resistance. Strength shows up when you stop fighting alone. You don't have to be religious for these to work. They're about trusting something bigger than yourself, whether that's a higher power, the program, your future self, your kids, or the people who love you. The point is, you're not alone in this fight. So this summer, plan hard, connect deep, play the tape through, build new traditions, take care of your whole self, and choose to fall in love with a life that you're creating. You've got everything that you need already inside you. The tools, the support, the strength, one day at a time. But make these days count. If this video hit home, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And like and subscribe so that we can keep the channel growing. You know, you're not alone. You've got this. And this summer, it's going to be different. Trust God, clean house, and help others. God bless you. God bless our veterans. And don't forget, somebody out there loves you. See you next time.